Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a whole minute, an hour even, but let's talk a little bit.
So, instead of trying to conquer fear all at once, it would be good if you can do that, wouldn't it? But instead of trying to do that, try breaking it down into smaller bits and pieces. If it's public speaking, start small. If it is fear of heights, start small. Start small. Take small steps towards conquering your fear and see how it works. Progress is progress. Any progress is progress. Progress, it loosens the grip that fear has on you. If you start small today, imagine how far you can get 2 months, 2 years down the line. So you have to start somewhere. And once you've started, you must get to the end of it or get over it. Surround yourself with positive people. Put yourself in more positive situations and see how best you can try to. Even if you can't remove yourself from the situation that causes you fear, introduce into that situation people that help you to push back on the fear or things that help you to push back on the fear. If it means listening to motivational speeches or books or podcasts that will help you to fight the fear, to boost up your confidence, to motivate you to go one more day, to go one more week, to go one more minute even. If that is what it takes, do that. But whatever positive influence you can introduce into the space that fear seems to exist in, take that step. Use that influence. Once you have placed yourself in the position to be motivated by positivity instead of influenced by fear, then at least you are now in a position to drown out the whispers or the screams of fear in your ears. Fear is a killer. It's a serial killer. Fear is one of the only killers that has been allowed to roam the streets, roam the seas, roam the air, roam even the airwaves so freely without anyone seeking to get rid of it, without anyone seeking to bring it to justice, without anyone really arresting it, without enough people acknowledging the danger that fear can be. If you get to the point where you begin to realize that embracing fear, where we can accept that fear is inevitable, it's going to happen, it happens to the best of us.
Then you become the victor and fear becomes your victim.
If we can accept that failure is inevitable, because if I know that I can fail, and if I fail, I won't die, it won't be the end of me, then failure doesn't become such a huge thing in my mind, in my life, and it ought not to be such a huge thing in yours either. Because failure does not mean that it's the last opportunity. What it means is that one way of doing something didn't work out. There are a million other ways of doing the thing if you give yourself the opportunity to try again. If we can look at fear as our gas, that thing that keeps us moving forward, even if it means moving forward out of necessity, then we'll begin to accept that fear does not have a say in our life. It can't control it. It can't determine whether or not you live or die. Fear is just a feeling. It is not a fact. Half of the things we fear, half of the things I fear, it's just what ifs, but if, possibilities. It's not reality, half of the things we fear. Some, of course, are realities. Some of them are factual, but majority of the things that we fear, it's not factual. And if we can acknowledge that, if we can realize that, imagine the things that we can do. The possibilities are endless. So, that's it for me today. Even as I'm talking, I'm pushing myself, I'm motivating myself, but go get this book.
In the past, fear paralyzed me in so many different ways, in various seasons of my life.
It is not the thing that you want to hold up, hug up, love up, and accept as a normal part of living, as in without doing anything about it. You can embrace your fear, you can acknowledge your fear, you can use your fear, but don't love your fear to the extent that you stop loving life and the opportunities that life can offer. That's it for this video.